How about Justin Allgaier in the 12 car running but side by side with the reigning series champion, Carl Edwards?
I don't think he's really paid.
Oh, got trouble.
Oh, man.
And
no, he didn't miss that one.
Didn't miss that one. He hits it hard. Stephen Wallace involved.
Hold your brake.
Wow, that's too bad.
Jeff Green's car up on one side, the 31 car. There's Stephen pulling away. There's the heavily damaged 31 car of Jeff Green.
Yeah, Jeff Green was 3 laps down running there.
Caused some serious air right there.
Yeah, he did. I don't know if he got tapped. I just saw the car out of shape to start with. See Justin Allgaier get out of his car, so he is okay and walking away. Hard lick that he took there. He thought he was by and got clipped just in the right rear corner. It's unfortunate. That young man was doing a terrific job in his first time in a nationwide car.
Put it in perspective, those cars, Kyle Busch was running qualifying speeds right there. This racetrack's extremely fast right now.
And they're bringing the cars down pit road just as a pass through there because the front stretch is blocked.
Let's see what happened. The 31, there's David Reagan going by.
Yeah, it's hard to tell right from that angle if he got a tap or if it was just the air loosening that car up from Stephen Wallace's 66 car getting right up behind him. Hard hit by Justin Allgaier.
Rudeman, he got by the initial contact and it has to dodge Allgaier on the inside.
Let's see if we can see here if there's any contact. We've seen Jeff Green get loose earlier in the night. No contact yet. He gets loose right there. Yeah, he was getting loose.
He got loose before Stephen Wallace got into the back bumper.
Watch the right side of that Chevy come up and the roof flaps open up and the car settles back down. Rudeman was right behind this mess. Now watch this car get up on one side coming right at you.
This ought to be a good camera shot.
Wow. Oh, not good when we can see the tailpipes from one of our cameras, is it?
Wow. The 99 behind.
David Reagan just on the outside of this, too. David Rudeman gets into the wall a little bit there.
And Rudeman has to dodge 12. Watch 12 come back over in front of Rudeman.
That's the hardest lick of that wreck right there was Justin Allgaier.
Yeah.
He hit that wall hard right there on the inside. Good to see him get out of the car.
Watch this now from
Spin in front of you. Go low, go low, go low, go low, go low, go low. Stay in it. Go low, go low, go low. Come on, come on. Spread him. There you go. Watch. Go high, go high, go high, go high, go high.
Wow. Great camera angles and great shots. A car getting airborne coming right at you there. And been a tough night for several drivers. Second time the 31's been involved. And you hate it for any young drivers that are having to call it a night, including Stephen Wallace, who's down with Dave right now.
Yeah, Doc, and he was having quite a duel with David Reagan there until that happened, Steve. What happened with the 31 in the issue there?
Well, 31 just, and Jeff Green was a lap down. Our 5-hour car was, running really, really fast. I'm not going to blame it on him, but, the lead lap cars are racing awful hard. It was, about 80 laps to go, and he's just looks to me like he just got aero loose, and I was behind him, and he just lost it. I'm not blaming anybody. It's just as much my fault because I was behind him, I guess, and got him a little loose, but he was already aero loose, We raced him side by side for like 2 or 3 laps, and then he spun out. So, I don't know. Shade it for a 5-hour car. We've all worked really, really hard. It's a hard time to find sponsors the way the economy is right now, and we've tore up $200,000 race cars RWI has tonight. So, just want to apologize to everybody, but we'll go get them next week.
Tough weekend for Steve Wallace, Doc.
Tough weekend for that team. David Stremy's car involved in an incident with Mike Wallace. Heavy damage on his car, and then Steven, who was having a good run, now gets damaged in that multi-car crash.
Yeah, it's hard to lay blame there on anybody. I mean, Jeff Green, as he said, was laps down, but Jeff Green was on the bottom of the racetrack, so he wasn't doing anything wrong. He's still racing, and Steven really didn't get into him until Jeff had already gotten loose, and as he said, an aero loose. So that's racing, I think. That's the type of things that are going to happen anytime that you get on a racetrack, and especially at these speeds. Just very unfortunate for a lot of good young race drivers there.
And a night that Justin Allgaier will remember, his big opportunity to drive in his NASCAR nationwide debut for Roger Penske comes up short. Back in a moment. Cousin Carl Edwards in the Roush Fenway Ford. Coming out of turn 4, the kid from Columbia, Missouri wins at Gateway. Carl Edwards gets win number 2 in 2008.
Kiss it goodbye! Another tremendous home run off the bat of Carlos Delgado.
Cleaning up after a nasty spill down the front straightaway. The drivers all in good shape. Stephen Wallace, we talked with him. We saw Justin Allgaier out of his car, and Jeff Green has been treated and released from the infield medical center. Now, I want to show you a couple things, how a championship chance, we've heard Carl Edwards' team talk about trying to get back into this championship, how little things can almost end their championship hopes. These were the pit stops at lap 118. Most of the other teams get fuel-only or just right-side tires. Carl Edwards' team chooses to get 4 tires. That puts him all the way back to 14th on the restart. That puts him from in front of the wreck to back in the pack. And then, Rusty, when this all happens off turn 4, keep an eye on that 60 car.
Oh, man, I tell you, everything is happening right in front of Carl Edwards right now, right where he doesn't want to be. Let's take a look and see if he gets through this thing. Take a look at this right to the bottom. Everybody's crashing in front. You know what? He just got lucky there.
He did get lucky. But, you know, guys, you have to make these decisions. They're part of your strategy. These things are going to happen throughout a race. You just got to roll the dice. Sometimes you end up lucky and get yourself up front, get a chance to win. Sometimes you don't.
Edwards is running in 10th right now while Clint Boyer's in 6th. I mentioned Jeff Green a minute ago. Mike's with him now.
And Alan, he's just left the care center. He's fine, but you took a wild ride. What happened?
I got run over. Just got turned around. First of all, our night was pretty bad from the get-go. We got had a flat tire and got spun through the infield, and we were going to make a dime of it, but 66 just run over me. You know, Steven, I love him to death, but he's got to slow down to go faster, and he just runs over. Just tears his car up way too much, so probably pretty much killed our car. And Curtis doesn't need that. Just try to come out here and make some laps and run some, basically, but just got run over, so it's just a bad night for us.
And Jeff Green, a former series champion, very disappointed, but he's okay. Let's go over and grab Justin Allgaier. Rough way to make your debut. You told us in the pre-race your objective was just to kind of keep the fenders on it. You were doing a pretty good job tonight, but didn't look like you had anywhere to go. What was your take on what happened?
To be honest with you, wrong place, wrong time. We thought we had it cleared, and Spotter was doing a good job getting me cleared of it. And unfortunately, we got caught up in somebody else's mess. And, it's a shame for all these guys in the Penske truck rental Dodge. They did a great job all night. We were finally getting the car where we wanted it to be, and it's just a shame. We'll have to get them the next time and come back, and I think we'll be a lot more competitive next time around.
You took a pretty heavy lick. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. The safer barriers, and Penske's done a great job of building a safe race car, so I'm all right. Just had to get out. It was on fire there. It's unfortunate, but like I said, the Penske truck rental Dodge was great. These guys did a great job, and we finally get where we wanted to be, and unfortunately we got caught up in somebody else's mess.
Well, Doc, a disappointing end to what looked to be a very promising debut for Justin Allgaier.
I'm sure we will hear more from this young man for many, many years to come. Justin Allgaier getting a hug from family there. He will head off to Toledo to run the ARCA race on Sunday.